football season is quickly approaching, people. And let me just tell you guys the number one reason why I'm hyped and excited for my team, the Chicago Bears, to play some football very, very soon. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit the big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, people. So, look, you see the title here. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the reason I'm hyped for Bears football this season, okay? And that's saying a lot because the Chicago Bears are not expected to be a very good team. They've got a win total of 6.5 games. Like, this team is not expected to make the playoffs. They're going through a rebuild year. So why am I excited, right? You're thinking, Faiz, what the heck? Like, are you just excited for football to be back? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm a football junkie. I love it. So, yes, besides the fact that I just want to watch football and I want football to be back, besides that, there is a very specific reason I'm excited. So what could it be? Well, let's do a process of elimination here real quick. Can we? What is there to look forward to with Bears football? It's a rebuilding year, right? Like I admitted. So they're not expected to be very good. So let's start with the offensive side. The receiving core isn't very good. We know that. The running backs room is solid. It's okay. Tight end, whatever. Obviously, the growth of Justin Fields, we would love to see that. Defensively, we traded away Khalil Mack. Our D-line is okay. Not as good as years before. Cornerbacks, we drafted. In the secondary, as far as cornerbacks and safety, we drafted some rookies. And Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker. Linebackers still got Roquan. But, like, okay, what is exciting you? What is exciting you about the Bears? Well, to me, I believe because the Bears did not have a lot of roster upgrades, right? Talent at the roster position. Like, I've heard numerous, football folks, people say that the Bears might have the worst roster in football. So if it's not the roster, what am I excited about? Well, easy answer you could say is Justin Fields, but it's not just that. It is the scheme. The scheme is what I am most excited about, specifically the offensive side, of course, with Luke Getsy and that Shanahan-style wide zone scheme that he is going to run. That is what I'm most excited about over anything else. Why is that? Well, the reason is the previous regime, when they were here, and I hate bringing this up, but we got to, all right? Matt Nagy, even when he had Mitchell Trubisky, not even last year with Justin Fields, even when he had Mitchell Trubisky, this man would refuse to run the football. He would refuse to do so. All right? And that, I believe, was part of the reason Mitchell Trubisky didn't work out here in Chicago. I'm not absolving him of any blame. I'm basically saying that it's part of the reason why he didn't work out is because I believe the offense was not suited or tailored to him, and they didn't give him enough support in the run game. All right? Fast forward now to Justin Fields last year. Similarly, you had the same thing here, which is you did not run a proper functional offense. Now, I'm not saying that I think the Bears offense with Luke Getsy is going to be elite. No, we're not even thinking about that. I just want to see a functional operating offense. That's it. And I think we will see that with this scheme. Why is that? It is predicated on the run game. You see the wide zone scheme that the Shanahan's run, that Luke Getsy is part of that coaching tree, is based off the outside run, right? We've seen how the success has been for the 49ers, right? They have backs like Eli Mitchell and Raheem Mostert, guys like that have all done well. So it's not like you need big name running backs only. You don't need Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey to have a solid run game. And David Montgomery is more than capable of doing so, all right? So not only is it you get a heavy dose of the run to the outside, right? Basically, the running back has, 3 decisions where he can take it outside, do a jump cut, or take it up the middle. But it's also allowing play action. Justin Fields can go ahead and get in play action. That is when he is at his best. All right? So even when you don't have the roster upgrade, just by a schematic change, that could be huge for Justin Fields. And just looking back and thinking about this, this is the perfect scheme for Justin Fields. This is literally the perfect scheme. the play action, wide zone run scheme, you don't want Justin Fields pulling back and throwing the ball 40 times a game, 35 times a game. You want him to throw efficient passes, maybe 25, potentially 30 times a game, but still around that mark. And you want to run the football a lot. And especially when you don't have like Devontae Adams or a Tyreek Hill at the receiver spot, right? When you have a weakness at the wide receiver spot, you want to be able to utilize your best skill position, which is probably running back, and go ahead and use Justin Fields in play action. So that is going to open up so much. I'm not saying, obviously, we're not going to use our receivers, but I'm saying this scheme is predicated and built off the run. And Kyle Shanahan, you've seen him master it, all right? This is a great scheme for developing quarterbacks because it makes things so much easier. It simplifies it. Is it easy to go ahead and install? No, but once you master it, it is phenomenal. So to me, this is what I'm most excited about above everything else, because to me, I just want to see a functional offense. And I think with the last 4 years of Matt Nagy, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth because you just did not see any resemblance of that. And I can't wait. I'm not expecting big, huge numbers. I'm not expecting elite offense. I'm just expecting a functional, working offense. And that's what I'm hoping Luke Getsy provides to us, because we've seen the great elite defenses. Like I'm not looking forward to just that. I hope the defense is solid, but to me, it is the offensive side of the football. It is the development of Justin Fields, and it is having a proper, functional, working offense. And I think this scheme does that with Luke Getsy. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this scheme to watch it develop? Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks a lot.